My name is Ashish Gupta. I am Director of Admissions at RV University. When you choose for a course, there are three things that should be very, very clear for you. And I think I am giving you a task that for next 7 days, you should be just focusing on three things. One is why this course. Number one is why this course. When you have opted for economics, why? Second is what. What exactly are you going to study in this course? Go through a website, go through a course curriculum, get into the details of the course. And the third is where it will take you. So when you say it has vast opportunities, it's a very generalized slang, right? Lot of opportunities, but where exactly you will be landed? What exactly you will be doing? If I connect anywhere money is there, economics is part of it, right? So be it your banks, be it financial institutions, be it IMF, be it World Bank, be it government, be it lot of NGOs, be it private companies, everyone is handling money. So economics is everywhere, right? So of course what you said is right, that economics has a lot of opportunities. But what is you are going to do? What is the clarity that you have is also equally important. Now there is the second thing I talk about, that is your success in the university. Okay, I always tell everyone that this is the most important time for you in your life. Because what happens is that till now you were in school, your world was very limited to your family, to your school. Tomorrow you will be working. So this is the time that will define your future. This is exactly from where it will be defined where you reach. Tomorrow you become a CEO, you become an entrepreneur, you go on to do PG program or PhD in an international university, you go on to work with government or a private bank or whatever, will be defined by your time spent here. So next 4 years play a very crucial role in your life. So I'll give you a few pointers to help you understand how you can utilize this time at the best. Okay. See, always remember that there is something called time management. Okay. How many years you have in the university? 4 years. Okay. And you must have seen with the example, after 4 years you will see one success story of this student placed at this package. Have you seen these stories? The student plays with highest package. Okay. Why you think that only one student or two students are placed? Why not all?
Limited opportunities.
Huh?
Limited opportunities.
Limited opportunities. And? Consistency. And? Because not everyone is outcome based. There is one student, of course I understand there are limited opportunities, there are some people who get lucky to get it, there are some people who are consistent, but then the most important thing is people who know what is the outcome expected from me. So when I know that after 4 years this is the outcome, I work in that direction without distraction. So I always tell that you have 24 hours, similar to everyone else. And I give this example that a beggar on the road has 24 hours, a person working in a university like me has 24 hours, and the president and a prime minister also have 24 hours. But our job descriptions are very different. A prime minister is handling the country in the same 24 hours. I am probably handling the admissions for a university in that 24 hours. And there is also somebody who is not doing anything in 24 hours. Also, there is someone who is spending entire day watching the entire Netflix web series. Okay, that is also there. So, right now what is important for you is to value your time. You are in the university now. Okay, you need to understand that every year you have around 250 working days. Each working day is very important and should be well utilized in the best possible ways. Focus on university, focus on sports, focus on cultural activities, focus on networking, focus on learning should be the key parameters for you. That will bring the best out of you. Number two that you have to work on from now onwards is discipline. You see, some of the most successful person, I always tell this, whenever I take sessions, I tell students that one of the ways for you to develop greatness in you is to study great people. India is the land of greatest people ever born. You can go back to our 5,000 years old civilization, and from gods to legends, you can read so many stories of great people. When you see the great stories, you always remember that you are the product of your environment. The environment you get yourself into is what you become. 8 hours of learning economics on YouTube, 8 hours of watching web series on YouTube. The outcome next day will be different. When 8 hours of watching economics on YouTube, it happen. The next day you will be more vocal in the class. You will have answer to lot of problems. You will have understanding of what the teacher tells. 8 hours of web series, next day the teacher will be telling and you will be imagining, oh, that happened. He would have been doing this. That was not the right twist. Something like that. So it's all about investing the time and being disciplined. Why I am talking again and again about Netflix or web series is because this is exactly what is happening. See, you need to understand one thing. Content today is endless. Even you will spend next 4 years continuously watching the web series, it will not end. There is so much of content. But understand what's the outcome. Apart from just little joy, there's no outcome out of that. And it's a trap. It's a mental trap. You know, one of the best innovations in the world today, it is Netflix suggestion. If you go to Netflix, you watch one movie, it will give you such accurate suggestions that you'll go on watching. Have you seen that? And that is something, that innovation is developed by Netflix but then adopted by Amazon Prime, YouTube and everyone else. So today if you see, there is a suggestion model. Every content platform use, and it's a loop. You get inside the loop, then it goes on. Okay, so discipline is very important for you today to make sure that you make the best out of your time. Study great people. Study the biographies, irrespective of what your interest is. If your interest is economics, go on to understand who are the greatest economists of India and the world. Study about their life. Study where they completed their college and then went on to do PG, then what they have done, what kind of jobs they have done, what is their career path, and you will get lot of clarity. She is still watching her mobile. What are you watching? Put it back. Okay, so read the great people, read their journey. If your interest is banking, go on to read the biographies of some of the greatest bankers. Who started that? Someday when you get time, study about the great Manipal group, study about their founders, you will understand that in Udupi they started a bank back in 1920s. That kind of visionary who ended up starting the Manipal group and so much more. Right? So there is so much to learn about, but for that you have to build discipline that this is my day is going to be. I start my day for next 12 hours, this is what I am expecting and this is what the outcome I am looking out of my day. Number 3, internet is a superpower. You have seen superhero movies? Yeah? In my time, I remember my childhood, Shaktiman was there. You would not have watched it, no? Yeah. Have you watched it? Not in your generation, of course, you can go on YouTube, but not in your generation. But in my generation, it was Shaktiman. Okay, so Shaktiman was our superhero, just like maybe right now you have Wolverine and what? Deadpool and Wolverine, right? So those kind of superheroes. So always the Shaktiman superpower, if you remember, that time Shaktiman's superpower is that he had the sense of people calling for help and he go and solve the problem. Can you connect that superpower with internet? Internet is the same superpower you have. You have any problem, if there is one place you can go and ask and it is always available to help, your internet. Go to YouTube, you will find a video on probably every topic. Go to Google, ask for what you want and you will have help available for probably every single topic. But Batman once said, with great powers. What?
Great responsibility.
Exactly. So with great powers comes great responsibilities. When internet comes as a superpower, it also comes as a responsibility on how do you use it. Of course, we have our head of IT who will talk more detail about it than just giving you the glimpse to set the background. So internet is your choice. As I said that you can go on and watching so much content, scrolling Instagram, or you can go on to learn from world's greatest economics right at your fingertips. Choice is yours. Use internet very cautiously. I always tell this that you are the luckiest generation on this planet. Do you know that? No. Okay. Tell me one thing. There is a Olympic. In Olympics you have running. I am not sure. Do you have marathons in Olympic? Sprints you have? Okay. So imagine Olympic is going on right now and there is a player. Very charged up, very motivated, high on his caliber and knows that I'll win. And then there is also a player who is like, पता नहीं क्या होगा, जूते भी अच्छे नहीं हैं, मज़ा भी नहीं आ रहा करने में, क्यों ही कर रहा हूँ मैं, पर ठीक है, अभी आ गया हूँ तो कर लेते हैं. Who do you think will win out of the two? हाँ? थोड़ा loud बोलो यार. First one. Why? हाँ? Determination and? Motivation. We are the product of our environment. Remember this. He has created the environment which is motivating him that I'll go on and win this. And the other one has created the environment that probably I'll win, probably I'll not. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you are the luckiest generation on this planet. See the life of your father, see the life of your great-grandfather, great-grandfather, and go few generations back and you will see today you have every luxury that you can imagine. In our country 50, 60, 70 years back, people have also seen the struggle of not having enough food to eat. Do you know at the time of 1965 war, the Prime Minister of India actually requested the citizens to eat one time, so that we can have sufficient food for everyone. So this country has also seen those situations. But thanks to our leaders, thanks to our citizens and thanks to the hard-working determination of the country, today we are standing as top 5th economy of the world. Are you aware of that? You are an economics student, so you should know a lot about that, right? How many total countries we have in the world?
196.
Huh? 196. Okay, so imagine you live in the colony where you have 196 houses and your father is 5th richest in that colony. Would you consider yourself lucky? You have doubt on that? Yes, huh? Yes, of course. Out of 200 people, you are the 5th richest, you have luxury to do anything, buy anything. Of course you are lucky. That exactly is the situation right now you have in the world. That out of 196 countries, you are at the number 5. Now, in India, how many people you have?
1.4 billion.
1.4 billion. Which is the fastest growing city in the country? Of course, Bangalore. So imagine in the entire country of 1.4 billion, you are living in this city? The one that is fastest growing. Are you lucky? Yeah? You have access to jobs that pay you 1 crore. Not everyone has it. You have access to thousands of world-class companies. You have access to top headquarters of MNCs. You have access to top CEOs in this country. That's what makes you lucky. And number three, do you know India still has not the world's best literacy rates, right? Out of that, you got the opportunity to study in one of the top universities. RV University has a legacy of 84 years, started in 1940, today 28 institutions every year, 35 to 40,000 students pass out from here. You have the access to world-class alumni network. You go to any top country and you will find people who are from RV. That gives you access to great jobs as well. So if this does not make you lucky, nothing else will. So your thought should always be just like the first runner in the Olympics, who is motivated, who is charged up, and who know that I will win the race. Okay. There is a saying in personal development that affirmations create realizations. If you affirm for something, that may become your reality. So if you affirm always for negative, that I am not good enough, you will never be good enough. If you tell yourself that I am good and I will become better, you are on your way to become better. Positive talk is a superpower. You have to use that. Okay. So internet is a superpower that you have to understand and use well. The next thing comes is cultural adaptability. In this university, how many students do you think you have?
4,000.
Huh? 4,000. Do you know you have access to 4,000 people at one place? There cannot be a better place for networking. Today, if you network with these people, tomorrow you have friends all over the world. Some people will be in UK, some will be in USA, some will be in Australia, some will be in UAE, some will be in different parts of India. But tomorrow if you pass out and you know them, you have people everywhere one call away. Similarly, you have people in every industry. Tomorrow someone will work in real estate, someone will work with government, someone will be an IS officer, someone will work in real estate and many other industries. You have contacts one call away. But it's all about networking. And the first thing of networking is cultural adaptability. What happens is, India is a vast country. It is said that every 250 kilometers, language changes in this country. The food habits changes. People change. And that is where there is one thing that is very important, mutual respect. Learn to give mutual respect to everyone comes from different culture and not like you. Learn to give mutual respect to everyone dressing whatever they want to dress, not like you. If somebody is wearing ethnic and not Western like you, does not make them lesser than you. You don't have the capacity to judge just because you think that they are not smart enough as you. And that is called cultural adaptability. What happens is, just like I told you the example of India, when India is growing that fast, by 2027 it is expected that we will be the third biggest economy. When we become the third biggest economy, what will happen? Lot of people from different countries will come to work in India because we will have global opportunities. Tomorrow in your generation, as I said, that suppose you go on to work in World Bank, do you think World Bank is limited to India? No. Tomorrow you might have a global project and you have to deal with people from different nationalities. Now, somebody who is not like you, somebody who comes from China, somebody who comes from a different country, and you suddenly think, oh, no, I don't like you. That's not the way. Respect every culture. Here in this university, you will have students from Karnataka, you will have students from Andhra Pradesh, you will have from different South Indian states. Similarly, you will have people from North, from Central India, from West India. You will have people from Northeast, from Kolkata. You will have people from different countries as well. Learn to understand their culture. If somebody is not looking like you and you are judging them, first think, why are they like this in first place? And you will have clarity that they are coming from a different culture. They are coming from different race, different DNA, a lot of different things. And you will start learning about it, you will start respecting. And when you respect each other, the bonds become good. it always help each other. Cultural adaptability, if you go to Google and search the future skills, you will find one of the skills that is very important for your successful future, and that is cultural adaptability. Okay. The next thing is, as I was telling you, is networking. It is said that network is your net worth. How many people you are connected with? So as I said, you are lucky enough that you have 4,000 students on this campus. Network with as many people as possible, and you will have good future network. Okay, and also like-minded people to do what you want to do. Now there are three things that I'll close this session in next 5 to 7 minutes. There are three things that I was always tell that this is my formula of success. This is how I think success is, and this is exactly how I derive. Where you want to go, you can achieve. Okay. There are three things. Number one is, if you want to do well in your life, if you want to become successful, there are three things. Number one is presentation. Always work on your presentation. Okay. What happens is that when you work, you come to classroom. What is the next step? What is the first step of your work, starting of your work? It is an internship. Okay, you will go to work in an internship. Might be possible that your internship has an interview. When you go for interview, what the first thing happens? People see you, right? How good, how presentable you are makes the first impression. In the research, it is said that it takes 7 to 10 seconds for us to see and being impressed. So your first impression makes sense. Work on your presentation. Second thing is communication. Irrespective of how good you are in the field of your work, if your communication is not good, you will have difficulty at every stage. In your first job, in your growth, to connect with the world. And in our country, one of the primary things for communication is good English. If you have good English, see, today English has become the global language. Okay, everyone you can connect with, even a Chinese or a South Korean or a Japanese or somebody who is native speaking person or anyone in India, English is one medium. Good English gives you a job. Good English gives you opportunity to associate with people. Good English creates a lot of opportunities for you, right? Work on your communication skills, right? And the number three, next thing is, do you know Amitabh Bachchan? Yeah? What he is known for? Huh? Acting. Do you know? Yeah? Personality. Okay, acting, huh? Do you know Virat Kohli? What he is known for? Cricket. Do you know Ratan Tata? What he is known for? Philanthropy and business. Right? If you talk about three personalities, you will find one thing in common, and that is their specialization. Why you are able to tell that Virat Kohli is famous for cricket? Because he has developed one specialization that is known, that is synonymous to their personality. If you see anyone who is very successful, you will find one thing in common, that is their specialization. People who are highly successful are the ones who are specialized. I'll give you one example. You go to a hospital, there is a general physician and then there is a brain surgeon. Who do you think charge more? A brain surgeon. So, if you see, you go and say, my body has pain, I have back pain or something, you will have a general physician available. He'll charge you like 300 to 500 rupees, write you a prescription, medicine, you'll go and get it. Do you think the same thing for brain surgeon also? You say I have a problem in my brain and I'll go and see a doctor. Huh? Probably not. You will meet somebody who will write some scanning or something, then you will go, then they'll see what exactly are the things. The charges would be 8 to 10,000 rupees just for your meeting and first level of scanning, and then you will get maybe appointment of after a month and then all the procedure, and you will spend lakhs of rupees. So general physician 500,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, brain surgeon lakhs of rupees. But the person, general physician works more. Why do you think brain surgeon would be charging so much? specialization. Specialized people are the highest paid people in the world. The more general you are, the more competition you have. The more specialized you are, the less competition you have. But specialization also takes time and a lot of patience. So if you see in your course, you also have the opportunity to opt for specialization. Then you go to PG, then probably if you are in academics or in research, you go on to do PhD and a lot more things. But what I want to tell you is that tomorrow, as I said, that if you want to work, you need one specialization. If you want in bank, if you want to work in World Bank, it needs different. If you want to work with a non-government organization or with government, it needs different specialization. That exactly is what I said. Why, what, where. Remember three questions. Why are you doing this? What will happen when you do this? And where you are reaching. If you have three things that are clear, your journey will be very fast, clear and easy. Okay. So those who are specialized are the ones who get the highest. There are few points that I told you, and these points work as a foundation. You must have heard that the foundation of the house has to be the strongest, because that is exactly where the life of the house is depending. The strongest the foundation is, the more life the house has, right? So you have got RV University, which is your foundation. On this foundation, your degree and your work will work like building a house. Now it is up to you how well you work. I gave you few points which will help you. I tell you about time management, discipline, using internet, networking, cultural adaptability, presentation, communication and specialization. If you use these points well, you will have lot of things to add in your life. Also, to end with, one last thing I'll tell you is, also invest some more time on your personal development. Okay. When I see back, one of the things I'm always very thankful for is that I invested my time in personal development. Okay. You have great books available, you have lot of good material available, which will tell you that what is important for your life. Okay. Whenever I meet students, I always suggest that if you cannot read much and you can only read one book, then go on and read You Can Win by Shiv Khera. Okay. That is one of the books that give you the entire understanding of what exactly personal development is and what are the areas you should work to help yourself do more. Also, there is one more book, luckily I had it so I brought it. This book called You Can Achieve More. Okay. This is just a 300 rupees book and a very good investment. Like you can do in yourself, but you will understand that what are the areas I should focus and invest my time is to achieve more from my time and from my life. Right? So that's it. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I wish you all the very best for next 4 years in the university. Thank you so much.
Thank you.